My lady, you know me, no forgive up on you never. Wanna be with you forever, 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 forever. Oh baby, where we they go? Now forward ever, backward never. Them they pray make we run down never, 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 never. I'ma get that low. Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Money go check low. Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. They never know. They never know. Without you, baby, the journey go too rough. So you know, girl, I be feeling this love. Even when I'm down, you wanna wait in this up. It's not blessing, I'ma no be luck. Baby, nobody feel day like you. Rara, rara. I said nobody feel make me feel the way you do. Rara, rara. I'ma get that low. Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Money go check low. Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know. 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 My lady, you know me, no forgive up on you never. Wanna be with you forever, 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 forever. Oh baby, where we they go? Now forward ever, backward never. Them they pray make we run down never, never.
There we go. Check 1, 2, everybody. Welcome. We're back here on the Hohner YouTube channel. Let us know from where you're tuning in the chat. I'm excited about today's conversation. Kind of unusual. It's Wednesday evening. It's 9 p.m. the usual time. And yeah, we got some exciting stuff to talk about. A lot of low chords, beautiful sounding chords, in tune chords to listen to, and a fantastic guest from Sweden. Today we're thrilled to have Mattias Bogefors with us.
Thank you very much.
How was my pronunciation? I didn't even ask you before.
It was pretty good. Bogefors.
Bogefors, yeah.
Yeah. or in English, Boogie Force.
Is that what some people call you?
Yeah, actually, I got that stage name when I was in the US in 2017. The Boogie Force.
That's not too bad.
That
Boogie
is-
Force.
Boogie Force. Bogey Force is bad. Boogie Force is good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever think about making that kind of a brand, Boogie Force? That's a cool name.
Yeah, I've thought about that.
That's really cool. You're also wearing the right T-shirt right now.
Yeah. I got these T-shirts for my workshop with Ukrainian medics and doctors in June in the south of Sweden. So, brand new T-shirt from Hohner.
Oh yeah, man. I also want to have more Hohner T-shirts. I would be glad to wear them.
Yeah.
But like sometimes, like the old ones are just like the wrong size, and some of them are too small, and
Yeah.
it just doesn't look really good.
No.
But yeah, so that's so funny. You just told me about this before the stream that you picked up your first harmonica at IKEA.
Yeah, it's true. It's this one. It sounds terrible.
So that's the exact thing that you bought.
Ugh.
Almost as bad as mine, like in tune wise.
Yeah, but actually, this was 25 years ago approximately, and
Yeah.
I had an accident, car accident, a couple of years before that, and then I found this one at the IKEA and started to play, and then I went to the musical shop and bought a real one. Went to the library, as you did then. YouTube was not invented, and in 2006 I went to Trossingen.
Okay, that was your first time in Trossing, I see.
Yeah, and then my harmonica journey really took off. Went to Joe Felisko's class.
Yeah.
So he's my mentor and my guide regarding good sounding chords.
Yeah, being in that those surroundings at the harmonica masters and stuff, that's such a cool experience. That was also very special for me. Like, for me it was kind of different. For me it was like, oh wow, I'm seeing like my YouTube superstars in person for the very first time, you know?
Yeah.
So that was crazy, arriving there, and then there was like Steve Baker walking by.
Yeah.
And you only saw him online through YouTube or something.
So Trossingen means very much to me, and also working with a Hohner company regarding my discoveries regarding the harmonica and its similarities with physiotherapy, because I have a bad whiplash injury in my neck that has caused me lots of pain, chronic pain, and I actually started playing harmonica after I was injured, as I said, and
Right.
and then I discovered that many of the therapeutic method was quite similar to playing the harmonica.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, using the tongue and the head shake, or physiotherapy.
Right.
But and I also had much more difficult to do the vamping and the head shakes because of my injuries. So, and but suddenly, not suddenly, as time went on, I increased my ability to move, tiny steps all the time, and it was fun. Doing the physiotherapy was not that much fun. You should lick your teeth inside.
Yeah.
Rather do some with my tongue. Yeah. So,
Yeah, you could do
and
all different tongue effects, whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. and also you should move like a metronome. This is also physiotherapy.
Crazy,
Moving
yeah.
your weight from one leg to another. I'm sitting now, but just demonstrating, and that is also physiotherapy. So I had lots of contact with my physiotherapist, and she said, "This is really good." And I also started to talk with Steve Baker at Hohner about this, and he said that I was doing cutting edge because nobody else was doing this. Earlier, people have been talking about COPD, and the harmonica is good for your lungs, but this thing with the movements and exercises for your neck was brand new, and so I've just discovered it. I've not invented it. It's just discovered, and I'm not saying that I'm doing physiotherapy. I'm doing physiotherapy like, because I'm not doing work that a licensed person are doing. I'm just doing similar doing exercises in a similar way. Guilty by association, I say.
I see, yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of call it a medical instrument now, right?
Yes, I call it the medical instrument. I'm a pun man. I like to play with words, and also I also call it the world's smallest gym, because when I was injured, they sent me to the gym, and being a male person, the more you tense up, the better it will get, I thought. But that was, my muscles had no problem tensing up, and the shoulders coming up, and everything was locked, and playing the harmonica is you have to be, it's completely the other way. Small, subtle movements.
Yeah.
And relaxation, because if you are tensed, the tone is bad.
You can definitely hear that in the tone, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you look at Joe, he's one of the most relaxed harmonica players out there.
Yeah, I know. And also, I've discovered that my method is also good for non-injured harmonica players, being aware of what you are doing, trying to eliminate every bit of tension possible. How to hold the harmonica. I have learned quite a lot from Joe Falisco, and thank you, Joe. But I have also tried to I have gained some experience on my own, how to like holding the harmonica.
Yeah. I want to see how do you hold the harmonica?
Yeah. For a beginner, I do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
And you just open and no tension at all. You put lots of harmonica into the mouth.
Yeah, I see.
And not like this. You should, which is a standard grip, and then your shoulder will come up and everything will be tense.
It can lead to some tension, yeah.
Yeah. So Joe showed me this grip. So it's the same, like the elbows are hinges. All in the tiny details.
Yeah.
Because we have all seen harmonica players like this.
A lot.
Yeah, and if it looks tensed, it can be improved. I don't say it's wrong, but it can be improved. And I've tried. My method is to be very to do it step by step, and gaining musical results really, really fast. So you get like rewards in your brain.
Yeah.
And then
works really well with the harmonica.
Yeah, so the first is just playing chords. In and out. Okay? And then I say, now we will do something twice as complicated. Two inhales and two exhales.
Yeah.
And then I say to the patients, just now you continue whatever happened. You just continue the two inhales and two exhales. And then I start to play a little bit on melody.
Yeah, right.
And then 5 minutes we have played together, and you are playing real blues backup.
Yeah.
And then I can demonstrate with a backup track. You do the train. So now we can play to real music. But doesn't sound. You don't sound like me. And then how to play in a focused way, and knowing what the body is doing, because the body will make it difficult for you to play the harmonica. When you inhale, the tongue goes backwards, constricts the airflow, and when you empty your lungs, and you have to hold, otherwise the body will get air in really quickly. So you can, if you are exhaling and then inhaling, the tongue will go back and it will. So then I demonstrate how. I will not demonstrate on this fine harmonica.
Oh, I see.
But it can sound really really bad, and to be.
That's also why your chord sounds so good. So tell the audience too which kind of instruments you play.
Yeah. I'm playing J.A. harmonica, Joel Anderson's harmonicas, and also out of the box Hohner harmonicas, and also some from Günther Bayer.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm an old guy.
So, but which kind of model are you holding in your hands now? Is there like a crossover?
This is a Thunderbird. This is it's Joel Anderson custom harmonica. It's double reed plates, and but it's actually like his custom comb is the same as the crossover comb.
Yeah.
But he's got different models of combs. So if you want to check out Joel, go to his website. He's a very cool guy and makes really fantastic instruments. But regarding my teaching about the harmonica therapies, is just you have to make people happy and feel successful, because if you're struggling with pain or with difficult to breathe, you need this fun factor to make it interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you can use the harmonica therapy for in my case, like you have neck pain. Or you have troubles speaking or swallowing, and then you use your tongue. If you go to a speech therapist, they do lots of exercises.
Oh yeah.
Like playing the harmonica.
That's very true. Yeah, I mean all the articulation, and like also for kids, you know.
Yeah, and but also the breathing is very very important, because I start with breathing, inhaling, exhaling, and that can be really good for dealing with stress and anxiety. And
yeah, I mean breathing is a big thing. I mean just look at Wim Hof and
yeah. So it's
But harmonica is more fun.
Yeah, but then it's just playing the chords, inhaling, exhaling. I picture it as a wave coming in, going out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's
Because then you have a little smooth transition.
Yeah, and in yoga it's called coherent breathing. So it's just the same thing, but through the harmonica. And I often introduce the cigar style. So you just no tension, no nothing. You just yawn.
All right.
And relax. But also gaining energy. You can do use the train sound like. So you can gain energy and also releasing some steam. So these two methods I've used with the Ukrainian military personnel. First calming down, then releasing, gaining some energy, and then playing to a backup track to have fun. So those are my three main focuses regarding harmonic therapy. But depending on the I can't say patient, but client or participant, the objectives of the harmonica can be altered. So if you just have problem with your breathing, like COPD, you ventilate your lungs. That is the main objective. You don't really need that much of articulation and stuff if you just focus on the ventilation. But if you have problems with like me, the tongue is connected with the neck. So if you are training, exercising the tongue, you're also exercising the neck. So everything is connected. So that's why I call it the smallest gym in the world's smallest gym, because small and subtle movements instead of big and strong like I did when I was injured at first. That was just not working for me. Yeah. So small and subtle. That's nothing that you think about me.
So I remember I had some students too, or like a student, he had trouble breathing, and he was like kind of. Have you ever had a student or like a participant like that, but he had like, because he had trouble breathing, he was afraid of like using too much articulation.
Okay.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, but I have
because it's like stopping the airflow, and he's like kind of afraid of it.
Yeah, but
just doing like da and ta and
yeah, but I was also afraid when at first, because I can't do the head shake.
Oh yeah.
I still can't do it for a very long time, but I can do it. But at first it was so the mindset of having problem and not being able to do it can be like a big obstacle. But presenting something that is small and subtle instead of some big scary thing, I think that is really good. And the only thing that you must do is you must be able to breathe, and all people are able to breathe. Otherwise, we are dead. But I know I have been to COPD groups in the Netherlands, and at first I thought, when is the ambulance coming to pick those guys up? But then played harmonica, and we played chordal rhythms, and so you can do lots of things with with playing chords. I have this rhythm. It's called. So you can just continue and jam, and it's almost like it's a call and response thing, and you should see could we do this? Yeah, it's just got to swing and yeah. So this is a very powerful instrument. So I'm a huge fan of playing chords and also making music as fast as possible.
Okay.
So it's that is the objective, making music as fast as possible, using the C and G diatonic harmonicas in different positions.
Yeah, now I got it. I mean, starting out making music as fast as possible. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, first I was like, oh yeah, you want to play super fast music.
No. I'm very lazy harmonica player. No.
But yeah, that's so important, just to start out being musical from as early on as possible.
Yeah. And that's why the students play the train and I play a melody over. And we're playing together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And which instrument out there can you do that? Like, basically during the first session, you know?
Yeah. Then we can do like fox chase breathing. You exhale. And then I play on my G harmonica. The students are playing on the C harmonica. Mm-hmm. Then I play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then they start to wonder, why do we get so dizzy? Okay. You have to use your whole system when you breathe. So I'm not presenting, you have to think about this and this and this in advance. Presenting, okay, we do this. And why is it a little bit difficult? Because, if you're not using your stomach, breathing from below, you just breathe up here. You're happy ventilating.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to fix a problem. How can we do this? And you can when you are breathing, you are inflating and deflating. And you do it. I would stand up a little bit now so you see my beautiful stomach. So
okay.
You but you do it backwards also. Here. And this way. And also you can do it downwards. Downwards, people say. Yeah. Let's do it an example. If we just stand relaxed and exhale and hold, and then we tense our buttocks, a little bit more air will come out. And if we start to inhale, we are full. But if we are letting the tension of the buttocks, you can get more air in.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's actually the lower pelvic muscles, but it's a little bit difficult for people to get a grip of that if they're not into singing or yoga or something. But you can use the muscles downstairs like a air mattress pump, so you can really squeeze out and open up. Squeeze out and open up. And that, when you do that, when you do the I can continue for a couple of minutes, but it would be boring. But you can. But if I don't do that, I will get a little bit dizzy. And I've discovered this with one of my students, Branko. Bergstrand, he has also been to Trossingen. He's got asthma. He has written a statement, so it's no secret. And so we did this when he had problems breathing out. Just really focusing on the exhale, like having a punch in the stomach and squeezing the lower pelvic muscles.
I know that from boxing.
Yeah. And it helped him. So this is using every tiny bit of your breathing apparatus. And this was just, I have spoken with people that are into yoga, and it's the way to do it.
Yeah.
But now I call myself the arse breather. just as a gimmick, but to make people aware that you can inflate more and you can deflate more and faster using the lower pelvic muscles. And I don't think that many harmonica players are aware of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and also that the tongue is going backwards when you're inhaling.
Yeah.
Bad tone on true draw is the tongue going backwards, and also like when you are exhaling and you're letting go. You have to use your breathing. This is like the harmonica test. This is your mouth. This is your mouth, and you inhale, and you exhale. But I should have also I have an accordion with the button here. That is your nose, so you can ventilate through your nose. But this I use as a teaching device.
Yeah.
So to make people aware of that they have the bellow themselves within the body. I try to visualize in a different way when I teach, to make people aware, so they are conscious about the breathing. And I also describe the breathing as the air going down like a tube, like a garden hose. And if you squeeze that hose, the flow will be sharp and pointy. And how do you get the feel of that? And if you when I'm breathing calmly, it sounds like a scuba diver, almost nothing. But if I were to blow and suck,
yeah.
And this also makes your jaw drop. You can't.
Exactly.
So this is a teaching device.
Yeah.
The larger diameter, the better, but it's just standard vitamin tube. And so people get the feel of breathing without having the harmonica. And also to open up the throat and yawn. If you were to drink a little bit of cold water, first you hold your breath, and then you take a little bit of cold water and let it just start to go down the throat. and then just before it goes down, you get like a certain point here. You get the feel of the feel of the inside of your throat. So you're inhaling, and then your belly opens. So trying to explain all these difficult harmonica techniques, but in a, like you're inflating a balloon in every direction and you're filling it with a garden hose, and suddenly, oh, there's a picture of how to breathe. That is my try to make it conscious how I breathe and how I teach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and now when I have talked about this, I can feel that my breathing is a little bit calmer. When
Yeah, right. I mean, it's if you're not thinking about this or if you're not conscious about this, and like with everything.
yeah, and there are many great harmonica teachers, but out there. But I think that my objective is just to pinpoint on the ergonomics, being aware of the tongue, and if you are tense like this, your tone will probably not be as good. To make people aware of playing the harmonica in a mindful way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is my objective, and then they can study harmonica for really good harmonica teachers. But the presets, I think, is very, very important.
So which kind of harmonicas do you start out with your participants? Like, which harmonicas do they get?
Yeah,
Do they get C harmonicas?
C harmonica, yeah.
Because all of that stuff
C-
sounds so good on lower tuned harmonicas too, right?
Yeah, depending on the group. Normally it's a C harmonica, and for larger group I have been using like the Hohner color harmonica, happy color harmonicas like this one. And this is also my patent harmonica rack.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's an ultra lightweight harmonica rack, and it was discovered it was developed for a student that was she was paralyzed in half her body. She couldn't hold the harmonica, and the standard harmonica rack was too heavy for her.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, so Eric Noden has got a kazoo holder. So
I remember,
I just altered the this is a clothes hanger. Just I altered normal. His kazoo holder is like this. Put the kazoo in here, but this, put the harmonica and a piece of tape like this. And as I do lots of chordal playing, it really doesn't matter if you're not using the top holes. So this type of harmonica, they got a decent chord, and they are pretty good beginner's instrument, but of course a special 20 would be a better choice, because they are a real instrument and sounding much better. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So show us what you like to do for fun on your lower tuned harmonicas.
Did you want to know
And how that stuff sounds there.
Yeah, I can.
Nice. Which key is that?
When I was a little boy, Daddy told me so. You are the one. Hey, betcha so. You are a manic boy, but spreading joy. You are the one. Hey, betcha so. But now I'm a man, fully grown man, a hopeless man. I don't give a damn.
Now I can see the key. Low F.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds so cool. And also it's like nice to get the physical feedback from the longer and heavier reeds, you know, like vibrating for some longer time and stuff.
Yeah, and actually when you're holding the harmonica, it vibrates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it vibrates. Also when you stop playing, it's. Yeah.
Yeah, the lowest tuned harmonica I have is just a low B flat.
Okay.
That's it. Do you go even lower than low F?
This is an experiment that Joel Anderson did for me.
Mm-hmm.
The low C.
Low C. Okay.
It's you have to really amplify it because it's
But how about like little rhythmic playing on it?
Can you do some more? But I don't know if you. So
it's like lifting very heavy weights.
Yeah, and also I don't want to play it out loud without a microphone because the reeds, they are extremely heavy.
Yeah.
So you have to. This is an experimental harmonica. How low can you go? Yeah. The low D is much more.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That is my weakness, really low harmonicas.
Yeah, I could definitely understand. And like also after having like some other streams talking about harmonica and health and breathing, like I should get some more lower tuned harmonicas. And also like tuned harmonicas.
Tuned, yeah. Yes. And as I said earlier to you that I must warn you for going in this way that I have been going because you get hooked. You have to have a really well tuned harmonicas.
Yeah, I just want to get one for chordal stuff, but like, which key would you recommend? Like, what was like the perfect, like something that doesn't need to be able to play the melodies, you know, but something that's perfect for this breathing this great feeling of having the reeds vibrate.
I love the low Gs.
Okay.
Yeah, I can continue all evening doing that, but it's a very relaxing and meditative way of breathing. So, and Joe Felisko is a master on this. So I'm just trying to do it in my way.
Yeah. Pete asks, do they have to put wind savers in those low tuned harps?
Let's have a look. I don't think so. Or maybe. Maybe they are wind savers. Sorry, I don't know my instruments that well.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I can't see. But I think that Günther Beyer made some. Was it? I have some odd keys also. Double low F sharp. Played with a guitar player that had a strange tuning on his guitar, so I had to have strange harmonicas. So I think those had wind savers.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe on the first and second hole, but yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm not the harmonica technician.
Yeah.
I leave that to other people who can do that.
But do you remember playing that one, and like, did you feel difference in terms of like just having as much air as possible converted into tone?
Yeah, it's I actually didn't have another harmonica to compare with.
At that point, okay.
With a double low F sharp harmonica, that was a little bit strange. So, and I didn't have any reference regarding that key, but I use the bottom holes mostly for playing chords. So it's the chords should be played in a subtle way, I think. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the thing with the double reed plates? Can you tell that to the audience?
It's much. We can do an example. This is a standard low G, and this is a. It's a bigger sound, but you have to really breathe in a careful way using the double reed plates, because when you're using a double reed plate harmonica, because they are more demanding regarding your breathing techniques.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but they are much heavier. Compared to a standard Thunderbird here, but I like the sound. I like the fat sound, and you get lots of overtones and more volume. So, but don't buy one if you don't gonna buy 2 or 3.
Okay.
No, I really love those harmonicas. I really love those harmonicas. So, and the harmonica has changed my life. I was trained as a Master of Science in Chemical Engineering. I had my road accident when I was 26. Took 5 years before I picked up the harmonica. And now I'm sitting here talking with you. I still have my brain as a master of science, but I have used my brain capacity to do something different, trying to solve a problem that couldn't be solved with my body, and try to figure out how to do it in another way. And it has been fun doing it. It has been not a straightforward road, but slightly going forward all the time, and also having fun and meeting new people, and the world has opened again, because when I was injured, the world really closed. I couldn't hold my neck. I had like a hard plastic collar, moving like a Frankenstein monster. Dealing with difficulties, I really know. So I'm not saying that this is a cure and everybody will be happy, and no, it's just tiny steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not a miracle cure. It's not. It's just hard but fun work. That is the one of the most important thing, that it's fun. Because otherwise, people, I will just give up. How fun is it to lick your teeth inside your mouth?
I don't know.
You
I never tried.
I just, why should I do that?
Yeah.
Because physiotherapy told me that's a good tongue exercise. And then I actually had a lecture at the hospital where I was a patient, and I said, like, you told me how to do this, and I was doing lots of tongue movements, and then you told me how to move my head like this, and then I did a head shake. This is the fun way to doing what you have been talking about.
Yeah. Can you do some tongue stuff on the harmonica?
Sorry?
Can you do some tongue stuff on the harmonica for us?
Tongue stuff, yeah. You can do lots of things with your tongue. And you can also do the taka taka taka. So you can talk lots of things.
Oh yeah.
So I said you talk into the harmonica, and so you make different sounds. This is one of the things that is really good if you have problems with everything that's connected with your speech, or with swallowing, or like me with my neck, because the tongue is connected with the neck, as I said earlier. So that is an exercise, and also it's a fun exercise. And I've been using Joe Felisko's tongue block trainer.
Yeah.
And you can do it yourself with a piece of plastic and like a tongue that you make a hole in your belt. So you don't have to buy it from Joe Felisko, and he also promotes this one, so I can say that.
Okay.
So simple devices, and he also talks about the mirror.
Okay.
So you
Which purpose?
So you can use the mirror to
Oh yeah, I
see what your tongue is doing, and also you can also see yourself if you're a little bit high shoulders. So
right.
So this gives lots of feedback, but as a beginner, maybe need a teacher to pinpoint on your shoulder or and try to really show you how to move and think that you are like a puppet on a string, and you should be really relaxed.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
how you stand, your posture. If you have very narrow distance between your feet, you have no balance. And if they are too wide, you don't have any balance. So you have to be like in a position to box or to dance. All in these little tiny details. And the tone is like the sum of every tiny detail.
yeah, and if you don't, or if you aren't able to just like feedback yourself, you need somebody else, you know?
Yeah. And,
But I mean, there are tools like the mirror and stuff. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, you gotta feedback yourself too.
And you can record yourself. You can have a
Exactly.
video recording, but you have to also first be aware of these things that regarding the tension. And have spoken lots of this regarding my to my physiotherapist, and she says, "You're spot on. This is one of the really good things with the harmonica. You have to be relaxed, and relaxed comes with good tone, and the good tone is a receipt of being relaxed. So so if you just listen to the sound of the harmonica, you get like an instant receipt that you are doing it right. And you can play harmonica lying in bed, like with the cigar style.
True.
And you can play it sitting in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You can also move, if you can move. Or if you can't move, you can think that you can move. And if you can't hold the harmonica, you have this ultra light weight. Or there are really good ones that are not lightweight that you can also use. But this is a simple way. It's not the solution for every problem, but breathing is very much into everything. Stress, pain, and also if you have problems with your lungs, breathing is difficult. And what I described earlier with the ass breathing, using everything that you got.
Yeah, David Dadshaw asks.
You practice it with doing the fox chase, and you also asked me about tongue stuff. You can do.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Fox chase rhythm, and with that, you practice playing a single hole over and over and over and over again. Practice your breathing, you practice playing one single hole. And when we have done that for a while, we can continue to play hole number 4. And when you can play hole number 4, inhaling and exhaling, you can play to another blues backup track.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So using the tongue like an old-fashioned typewriter, and so you just focus on that tiny step. So my method is tiny step, and if one step is too difficult, you go back. You always start with the breathing without the harmonica, then comes the harmonica, and we can do rhythms, and then we can start doing the fox chase using the tongue, or we can also just start to activate the tongue. That I do first. To make people aware. People are to the tongue and the harmonica. What? And
David also asks, what are the top therapeutic benefits of playing harmonica? I think Toots Thielemans had bad asthma, and I wonder whether the harmonica was helpful for his breathing.
Yeah, as I said earlier, one of my students, Branko, he's got asthma, and he has benefited from this. This is observations. I don't say that it's scientific claims. More research needs to be done. If there are any doctors, or please, you can contact me, or because I have contact with a couple of doctors, physiotherapists, psychologists. I will come back to the question. But there are no real proof. But there is a study in England regarding COPD that is published in a scientific journal. But the question need to be answered. According to my knowledge, there are no scientific proofs yet, except for the COPD studies. But I have seen lots of possible gains regarding this with neck injuries, speech difficulties, swallowing difficulties, anxiety and stress, COPD. So it depends a little bit of what you're aiming for. Sorry for my answer was a little bit blurry now, but I want to be accurate and not claiming big results, but it just around the corner and to prove something in a scientific way that is really hard. But I will just give another example because in Sweden they have a new device like virtual reality goggles that was used for training injured neck, and then they used a method, a scientific study that they had laser pointers on the head, and then they combined those two, and then it became an approved method. So I'm trying to do the same thing by listing. This is what the similarities is. Should this be okay? But it's a little bit tricky. So I'm doing it both ways with patient groups, patient organizations, but also trying to contact doctors. But one needs funding for this. Funding or contacts. And regarding anxiety, one of the psychiatrists that I met from Ukraine, he wanted to implement this into his PhD thesis. So it's things are progressing. Long answer to a very good question.
Yeah. But there's stuff happening, like with everything regarding the harmonica, you know.
Yeah, and also that's why that's why I call it a medical instrument. It's a little bit. If I were to sell this to the university hospital and say, oh, it will cost 1,000 euros because it's a medical instrument, maybe they would be more interested in saying, okay, this is you can do lots of things with quite a cheap instrument. So
yeah.
But I try to do as much as I can with like a C and G harmonica, playing in different positions, and so you can play either to a YouTube backup or to a friend, a guitar player, or in a patient group you can play. One is playing backup and one is playing melody, so it could be very, very interactive. And this is like 20 pages of that I have described my method. And,
okay.
Yeah.
Are you selling that somewhere or?
I'm not selling it. I'm sharing it to nice people.
Okay.
And it has been approved by Mr. Felisko. So it's my most bang for the buck course. Playing chords, playing Twinkle Little Star, playing and the folk chase. But if you know how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, straightforward melody in between holds 4 and 6. If you reverse the breathing, you're playing the blues. So by so that if you know how to play this melody, you will sound really, really cool, really, really fast, without bending. And so my method is no bending. You can play lots of cool stuff in third position without bending.
That's so true. There's very advanced stuff to do without any bends and anything.
No. You can do lots of things with your tongue, blah, 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 and breathing rhythms, and then you can do the fox chase. Then you can play. After a while, you can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and then you can play like. Sorry, wrong key. Where is my C harmonica?
Yeah, new backing track.
Sorry for the. I had the melody in my head. Sorry for that. But so making lots of music really fast.
Yeah.
That's and you don't need theory. My method, you just have tablature, whole numbers and arrows. It's pretty much like David Barrett's tablature, but with just arrows with the chords. So it's just.
Yeah, so you're giving a workshop at the Harmonica Masters this year.
Yeah,
that's in November, on 2nd of November.
Yes, I will talk about. I did a song for the Ukrainian medics and doctors. It's a call and response song, and where's my B flat? That is the inhaling and then like a bow diddly rhythm, inhaling and exhaling, and then you can have vocals. So it was vocals, and then it was the chordal thing on the harmonica.
Yeah.
That was just. This is simple: inhaling, exhaling, and inhaling. But then
so you're gonna teach that at the workshop?
Yeah, I will use this song, and then I will. First, you can just do inhale, exhale, and then you can do you can add more effects, and then you can add like the tongue, taka 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 taka, ja 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 ja. So you start to use your tongue, or you can use vowels. Why, wow, why. So you just doing different sounds with your mouth, and then you can start to add. So you're playing the same thing, call and response, inhaling, exhaling, but you're adding certain things, making it adjusted to the student's needs. Do they just need to breathe? It doesn't matter. Just do the breathing. But if you have problems with your tongue or your neck, you start to taka 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 taka, or start to do the vowels. Or with the neck, you start to shake, and then you can start to move.
Yeah, like different combinations.
Different combinations. So you can make it like adjusted for the student's needs, but also you can do. Everybody can breathe in. You can breathe out, more or less, and so you can be a part of the band, even though you're not doing the fancy stuff. So this is like. What I discovered now, how to add different layers. We actually, it's pure harmonica technique. This is pure harmonica playing. This is not harmonica therapy special, but it's aware harmonica playing.
Yeah.
So it's no hocus pocus or something like that. It's just being very conscious of what you are doing.
Yeah, it's
and,
real.
and which purpose you got, and which difficulties or which illness you got.
Nice.
And the main objective is to have fun.
Yeah. So people who are interested can they still sign up for the workshop on November 2nd?
Of course you can, and I will explain a little bit more about the breathing techniques and how the bellow works,
right?
And which
yeah.
reflexes and the tongue, and try to make it really in a visual way, because it's easier for a piano player to
show
you can
stuff,
see what
yeah.
my fingers are doing, but look inside my throat and look inside my how does my breathing system work.
Yeah, so people can check out the description box below the video. There's your Facebook, your Instagram, and the link to the harmonica therapy video on YouTube, on the Hohner YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And the link to the workshop at the Harmonica Masters.
Yeah.
And Tina says, Seidel sells costly harmonicas for hospital therapy, I think. The pulmonica. I saw about that one, yeah. Pete says, Jason Ritchie just put out a video where he's playing a chord harp. Now that takes a lot of breath. Yeah.
But my method is to use standard harmonicas. You don't have to buy a really fancy.
Exactly. Also, it's like very, very heavy to hold.
The Seidel harmonica is mainly for just if you have COPD or just breathe chords in and out. But you can.
It's really about the lung aspect there, yeah.
If you have a C and a G,
So yeah, that's what it says, right? The workshop is C and G harmonicas.
C and G, yes, it's C and G harmonica, and so doing lots of things with standard stuff that is reasonable cheap, to buy, and you can do lots more things with two regular harmonicas than compared to just playing the chordal stuff. But you can play cool stuff on the sidal harmonica too. I doesn't say that it's a bad harmonica. I don't say that. But
you can't say that. We're on the Hohner.
I say that you can be smarter, but by having two standard harmonicas.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can do lots of more things, and so
yeah, everybody can get C and G harmonicas. Check out the description box. Also, a little ad on my side. Next week, next Hohner Live, we're talking to Boaz Kim. He also plays all different kinds of harmonicas. I think he's like a harmonetta guy and a chord guy and everything.
Yeah. Did you show this on the Facebook, the harmonica therapy?
Oh, okay.
So here I have a lecture from Brighton. I had a lecture, 1 hour lecture from hopping by the sea in January in Brighton. So if you want to hear more about my teaching, you can see a full lecture for free.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and besides that, next week we got another challenge coming up on Twitch. I'm always thinking of new topics. Maybe we can do like a breathing challenge of some sort. But this time it's a ballad harmonica challenge. So it's just about playing beautiful ballads. Let's see how that goes. Check out the description box for more information. And yeah, you can find all the information on Mattias down there too. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, so sign up to the workshop at Harmonica Masters. If you've never been to the Harmonica Masters, you should. And yeah, next year is also a great event with the World Harmonica Festival. I'm sure you're going to be there too.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I always love going to Trossingen.
Yeah.
And Trossingen is my it's one of my favorite places to go to.
So I'm sure that's the place where we're going to meet again.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much for having me, Konstantin, and it's a pleasure for me to be here.
Wonderful. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your comments, and see you next week.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
My lady, you know me, no forgive up on you never. Wanna be with you forever, 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 forever. Oh baby, where we they go, now forward ever, backward never. Them they pray, make we run down never, 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 never. I'ma get that low. Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. When you go check, I know. Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never